whole initiative weaves together art, healing, and empowerment through colorful and expressive t-shirts. The Clothesline Project gives us a voice to survivors who raises awareness to the impact of violence. They embody the indomitable spirit of those who have triumphed over adversity.
A very good morning to everybody. Thank you for coming together in solidarity to support the Clothesline Project during the Domestic Violence Prevention Month. My name is Jeremy Galang, and I want to begin this by sharing a personal story. So I have a friend, Mark. We go way back, about 10 years ago when we were 12 years old. We basically went to school together. Now Mark is the physical embodiment of happiness in a person. Like, you could never ever see a frown on his face. Every room he walked into, he lit it up like a Christmas tree. He could make you smile just like this. But on a random Tuesday night a few years ago, I heard a knock on my door. I walked downstairs and it was Mark. Mark was sobbing, he was crying, he was in tears. So I let him in the house and I asked him, "Hey Mark, what's wrong?" He couldn't talk to me for an hour. So I wanted to give him some space, but at the same time, I wanted to know what was going on. So an hour later, Mark finally had the strength to confide in me. And he told me that he was being in fear of being in the same room with his then girlfriend, because he was afraid that he would get beaten, spat on, punched, kicked, and stabbed. From the outside looking in, it looked almost as if their relationship was perfect, like it was smooth sailing. But this is a lesson to me that domestic violence is a silent crisis.
As if you've just heard from Jeremy's story, domestic violence doesn't just impact women. When the Clothesline Project began in 1990, it began as a form of awareness and speaking out to protect women from domestic violence and bring awareness. But as we know, any sex, any gender or gender identity can be impacted by domestic violence. And in my role here at Pitt Community College, I am here to help provide resources for students who just need someone to talk to about things going on in their life, or to possibly be connected to resources outside of our campus. And in the area of student support that I work in, we have counseling services. We have counselors that are available to talk to students who need a safe, confidential place to go to, and may need to talk about some domestic violence that they are experiencing and get help from a counselor, or again, get referred to a support resource in our community or to a therapist. I also serve as the Title IX coordinator here. Title IX is a federal law that protects individuals from sex discrimination and sexual misconduct. Domestic violence is a form of sexual misconduct. Sexual misconduct can come in other forms as well.
We got these shirts last year in our office, and we ended up actually making pillows for our safe house, which is also located here in Greenville. The one population that is rarely recognized when we talk about domestic violence is men. And that conversation needs to change. Last year, nationwide, 100,000 plus calls to the National Domestic Violence Hotline. Within Pitt County, we had over 800 hotline calls which comes to our agency for those that were in immediate danger. 23 people, I want to say about 10 kids, and 4 of those people are men. It does have a direct impact on this community. Right? We have an attorney who is a free of charge attorney for all of our clients to have access to help with anything from divorce to child custody to visitation. She doesn't do criminal work. That's left up to the DA. We also have a Hispanic counselor as well as Hispanic advocacy, in which they work specifically with the Hispanic population to support them as they are attempting to leave abusive relationships as well.